walk on in a banana and neighbor. A John no be on tabby, a jaw one and the assam. As a shilling on panel was a major was my jabba. What the man come about, dear Shay and said.
My brother, if you are done in here, what's as you say, rather than any other. At the latter part of the show, your name, Honorable Frederick Oparian, Ebedin Kobo, one SCK to be the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, former Member of Parliament for Suhum constituency. Wabefia her life and to stay with us. And I'll pay you, baby, drum, you ready, Kobo the fire. Yeah, this is what I do. Yes, in the pony, yes, I go down at all. Kessben 92.9. And to stay with us now, you to me any Kobo. I remember also now, more graphic in the Somamito, not Yanko.
$1 million is an assembling plant or more commission in Ragana Mampenia Commission. Graphic Democrat no Abama there. Na infonia Danny Mono, a honorable Alan John Kojutre Martin, His Excellency the President, Nana Adudan Kwakufado Adudi, Adu Prima.
So, Mamma, show boy. Juma be our Homani so, why, na Yentuaso, na Mamene Council, Paul Kumi, any and Como, one a constitutional lawyer, private legal practitioner, na Anupe Minino, any Como. Council, what to make a good morning and Pombo Cordier?
I'm not aware.
Yakasa Yache.
Yep. So we are now refugee.
Oh, that.
I am, sir.
Guys, on my birthday, Grandma and Tunka, one from me, it's a video in my day.
I sent you some brilliant WhatsApp which you acknowledge.
Yes, we can't pardon me, but one from me.
Okay, my friend.
Aha. And you know, me, you know, refugee. I don't know, sir. But, Mamma was here, I don't pay my yen come na.
That's it.
And, on my pay signing the electronic transfer bill to become a law. It is to say, no, your friend, Electronic Transfer Act, and as a law. Anyano etimi aba bedru. Mamintio, the processes are a mo emremu, the speed at which our mampanyi and they are sent, na afe implementation of it. Yenshwe emrakwan so no the SSS Ghana ni bia so etimi ehu.
That's it. They always say normally don't in the parliament the bill ever call near a brown person will share with that. Na ya bobu our parliament na ya to swaba aka say embrano a ebia person with the bano parliament agiatu ti parliament agitu no na ne edi achiri and say president on also over signing sa bill na or agiatu mu our parliament no just signing and then it turns into a law it which means if I said the juma but you say we share electronic act here, electronic levy act here, the commencement date every year in May. It at least for April we there. It being a but if in May first, ever Saturday I juma.
Council, I want to see subium and money. Per and say a war a year 11 ne hono. April busumi we there. Ghana ni bi oti wa no pay bia no benya ni tie de dim. Nembo mu no in May and a beshasie.
Maybe I show you sign it here.
Okay.
That is what has been done. Some of the kind, once Parliament adjatum, whether a 137 or a 138 or a 150, or no president, no, we need Parliament to hold.
Okay.
Now, it will be a kind of presumption of regularity. So they say once a year or parliament, a day and one paper, it about to enemies on signing. Or the other person no one signing. This will be our person can our say a be a quiet pass year no our parliament house no yanni papa so well then the person can seek redress. But as far as the president is concerned, there only once it has been brought to him, he will have to go ahead and sign. Unless ABA Parliament passes a bill, it has come to his attention that there has been a certain application and now a certain order of court to say he, as a president, should not sign. But until that thing is done, if it is presented to him, say this is what Parliament has done in respect of the e-levy, what he is expected to do in effect, or no, sign. And I think that is what he has done.
Interesting. Now we are told, say, minority leader Ora Haruna Idrisu, and some members of the minority caucus, Ako Supreme Court, seeking say acquire ye fast so a passe e-levy embrano, na enye kwan papa, so especially in terms of voting, no, one more to me enya koruma a bit me I take a decision. And now Oman Penya sign it, enya ababe yemra. What if say e could do na Supreme Court can asem ye hwehwemu is there a way you bet me a reversal of the law?
Oh yes. Once it is established by the courts and they say the process some you should know any appropriate that particular law can be repealed.
And it can be repealed by the Supreme Court justices.
Of course, yes. So, even some aspects of the standing orders, they have struck it down. The Supreme Court, is acting. I would say, I would like a case of the court, They have now made certain things very clear that we are in a constitutional democracy. So what it means is that the president is not on his own. Parliament is not on its own. And that even applies to the courts. If we are going to do anything, it should be within the law. What does the Constitution say? If the Constitution says a particular thing, that is what should be followed. The Constitution is saying, we must have at least half of the members of Parliament present and voting, right?
Yes.
Young Parliament here 275. And at least half, about 137.5. But they need 0.5 in IPA. So in the running up in mathematics, anything from 5 up to 9, that's 0.5, up to 0.9, it is rounded upwards. If you are talking about 137.5, you have to round it up to 138. I just have for any Ghana. So obviously, even where the independent member of Parliament is going to vote in favor of the bill, including a friend saying the MP now, a chain, no, a friend saying Parliament premises in the ambulance, even where all of them will have to vote, they will get 137. The law says it should be at least half. And 137 cannot be at least half. 137 is less than half. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
And so there was one thing which the Speaker of Parliament made clear, that the walkout by the minority was done before he put the question. So what it means is that at the time he put the question, the minority were not in the house. It was a small problem. Be a bonaparte.
I see. Now the question again, and it's Honorable, how do we interpret this? Article 104 I will code 2, the people must be present and voting. What happens to a member of Parliament what be signing attendance booklet to indicate say or you're present for the commencement of business or within the your friend is the environs of Parliament and the corridors of Parliament? Ebi krana what's in the office, but was signing say waba or you're present when you're absent. When taking notice of a leave of absence, now how do we classify those people? As much as we more sign here, now we more working out, can we still say they were part of the numbers a forming quorum for decision to be made? At
the time, not yet to a ban. it must be in respect of persons who are on the floor of the parliament, but not in the premises.
Okay.
Yes, you will be present. A certain example be Obia Oba Suku. Na ekino okro na bibinti one sign back to school.
Yeah.
That aspect is said or you're present on that day, maybe there's no
doubt
about that. But when it comes to the voting, we are now talking about a quorum, a voting quorum. So it should be in respect of persons who are there at the time that the voting was to take place. And to win the honorable, that's a Tosabanoa. Yes, you may be a member of parliament, you may be on the premises, all right, but there's a problem even with that one. It is even the issue of the MP Nana or Yare, I didn't buy it. No. There is that issue, whether he was brought into the chamber, because the speaker still was saying, say, or no, or you're aware that he was within the precinct or the premises. He didn't say he saw him in the chamber. So when the speaker has been saying he's ready, he chooses his words carefully and he's ready to defend it even as the International Court of Law and other things. Those are some of the things that he is trying to drive at. Incidentally, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm only expressing my opinion. If I'm wrong, they should forgive me. For most times, we do not really listen to what people tell us. We react to things that we think we have heard people say. But we must be very sure that we have heard the person very correctly and try to see if we understand the person, but not to set our own questions and answer our own questions and now say that is what the person answered. He said he saw him, he's aware that he was at the premises. He didn't say he saw him in the chamber.
Okay. I see. In this case, the minority would have to prove their case in the Supreme Court with a lot of evidence to substantiate their reliefs. That
was why they appeared a bit, use the word angry, let me use the word agitated. That's why they appeared a bit agitated. They said, even in the Hansard and
vote and proceedings records.
Vote and proceedings, it came out said 8 of their people were absent. You saw the backlash which came. What am I gonna say? We had people, some of these celebrities, even saying, "Oh, Sati Adeni na no me say actually NDC for no Kwame na mo de adoji we no." He was not surprised that some of them were absent on the day in question. How should it happen? Say 8 members of the opposition are to be marked absent when they happen to be there. It's a bit dicey. And then you have a situation where what ought to have been done by coming to correct the votes and proceedings, those things were not done. It is a there raising that issue, and I think the one who started making some noise about it, happened to be a saying it here. And all those noise making other things. Under normal circumstances, the votes and proceedings, corrections and whatnot, all those things are supposed to have been done. And Sana President Abba this is the rendition address. But for some strange reason, those things were all not done. And then they moved on with that particular one. So if they were going to do any corrections of votes and proceedings, it is going to be correction in respect of the previous days. But now we ended up doing corrections of the previous 2 days. And that I do not think was good enough.
Okay. Council, I don't pay my man and now I say, and Okay. Lawyer Paul Kubi, a private legal practitioner, constitutional lawyer, and meneno edi and kobono. Eti omapenya sign, but there's a grace period of 1 month. And busumi April no, but your 11 no and shasi. But finance minister, and I know I think wukuada. So wutie no interviews awo yeah o state in clear say fiti bosumi ye kwa no wo ne the Ghana Revenue Authority ye nhyehyɛ na afei systems ahodo a ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn put in place na 11 no yɛtimi ahyase sɛ yɛgyegye no saa systems ni nyinaa no wɔn hwɛ anim sɛ yɛbɛtimi de bosumi baako ayɛ ni nyinaa enti from the 1st of May ɛkɔ ne deɛ ebia ebɛtimi ahyase all things being equal eti we live to see but they say na mra na nya abɛyɛ mra enti no de wo mu bia no yɛkɔ yanim no yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmɔ ama wo nso watimi ɛho Kwame fa daily graphic no na bosso na
Kwame ma bosso tew enti wakwa ba de me nto aso kakra Kwame me de ade sɛ bi to aban nim na me sɛ ka bio sesisi ya ya wo kantanka onantefo design fo aba Toyota fo aba Kwame yɛsɛ wo toka no wa ha duty a wo so koyɛ wo so ne ade nyina no wo de tamahabode no calculation no ana wo da so de calibration ne ma na esa encourage ye mantie no ma yin scan
da bi but Kwame no menti ase o
sɛ
edi enti a wo toka no sɛ car no ya assemble wo Ghana ha edi enti a wo toka no ya wo san kotua ho duty
so ba kotua duty no so
for what reason
no ntina mesra ban sɛ aban betumi a wodi adesere o enka se omo de fia brochire ba no de ne 100% duty anka enye ne 50 ha se be betumi a patronize
Kwame menti ase companies na assemble cars wo ha ya mo tax exemptions ebi o ha ya waive o taxes
ebi o ya o hwe parliament business ayi ma otim bibiro o
enti se ya waive taxes ne de ama companies na e de enti ese se me koto car no na me san kotu ya duty for what reason
sanete
da binya sa na nye se sa na tia se ye fa ne tra se sa
many people akoto
I'm not saying he said ye wo kan no wo but I am questioning the fact say edi enti a yesi ye foreign investors in our country ye kuro mu ni o you see sa niema we ni na yaya over the years
kantanka de ni nyina sa
na me ba sa niema we ni yaya over the years ama oman ye pa ye ho a ye hu yasenim okay yesi cars a e wo krom ha no bebre nye e beyond 10 years abrofo na yusu a chene akokra de aba okay your environment no ese no e pollute no enye kamera wutie enti yakwa kolobia my investors naba investors ne buy no because ye person omo ani kan nti no yes okay for the next 5 years munya adwuma muntua tax okay munya adwuma muntua tax the impression is that what cars na wo mo ba be wa ha no wo mo beti bo no so ene ye what kwamna wutie wo mo beti te bo no so ma cars na ya affordable ma Ghanaian middleman no ebetimi afford to buy a brand new car ya make no dia say but we all know say cars here wo mo assemble wa hai ne bo no nyefo ne bo no enyefo teacher ni a wo ye teacher ni a wo ge 1500 1600 sa car no won't me nto nurse ni won't me nto sa car no we know it is a fact okay ye wavy taxes ne de ama wo mo ye say wa we Ghana ni na watimi aboho modern na wo kwakoto car no wo to wi a sambra betua duty te say de wakra car ni fra brochira ba eno no nyansa be ne wo
Kwame
me ba nyansa be I don't get it because say Ghana ni no abekwakoto car no ya assemble wo Ghana ha no akotua duty why is it say company na wo gi ni sika de yema ni tua
Kwame eno ame ne custom pani bi di nkomo o se de betimi abo ansa parliament be samra na ho ba se sie wo we de
we kra de yo ma be
me ba o ma advice no o se sie wo we not even president not no ubia just a parliament o mo de mra no ko se ne aye to wa ha no de yamma kwan ma nipa no bi a half 50% duty bi ana onusu
ni sa duty ni kwa we shouldn't pay in the first place abai emphasize sika ni nyina no to company ni so they must pay their taxes esi se nipa no charge o car ni bo na wo to a yenim se car no wo to de akotua tax ama Ghana nya ho mfaso
Kwame
make no just
papa
yen wave taxes ma wo over 5 to 10 years 15 years 20 years no mo ti kromba no mo ye adwuma no mo assemble na wo mo ji o musika and mind you adwuma na assembling companies no eye no enye Ghana nko ano mu produce car ne dia ma you they are selling it to other African countries enti obi wo Cote d'Ivoire obi wo Rwanda obetimi abeto car ne bi wa ha na waje no de komi wo company ni si kromba ya wave ne taxes for 10 years on to your tax ma ban car ne so boye de Ghana ni ntimi nto ye wi a ye se wa wo bestimi asa ato no wuto wi asa akotu ya ho duty ya no nyansa be na
enti Kwame no ka ho bi na ama meme ka se na se bedafo no so
na sa conversation kwa de
Kwame
ye se so mo ye ne se se Ghana ni no betu ya duty ya companies no must pay their taxes
Kwame about back to parliament I was almost samra no na emra no kwete se we Ghana ni kura Ghana card now the oko company ni ho na oko toka no a these are the process because one e toka ntanka cars ni nyina no omo ye duty
why do you
because
existing car and go and pay duty
existing law na wo ho no Kwame emra na wo ho no kire se also for processes ni musa na ya je car na tum se ka Ghana cars ho
Kwame na tie yes yen petrol
before I start your budget ka apart from DPL we dey register now
my example there must be document attached to car no
Debbie, why import you?
I'll say cost Debbie. Kwame ya hwemra ni ye.
Kwame kokabana.
De obato wa ha no.
Danche ba common sense assembly e kan wa.
Speaker, I just want to ask that. Sebia oko Wolfsburg. Oko Germany. Wolfsburg for the assemble Passat VW cars. Volkswagen. I'm asking that so obi of Wolfsburg kwara say German state Germany. Na so talk cars so hono ma. Yamani clear duty.
They say they want track.
Hono de minim. Ba me Ghana de na minim na.
Then our laws are very sick. I'm telling you by fact.
Na wani abria okay. Nigeria oka o kraka. 15 years expansion. Say bia car no over years dey 15. But Ghana 10 years.
Okay, but so what is the sense in
Nigeria 15 years, but Ghana 10 years.
How many say best about cars no have for what?
Say ya car that there was systems no be free. But aban na nya bibia amfa sa duty na wo kota asa akotua ne ho a. Still na be na sa problem because nya phone timi nkoto car me tina me de ya de srede ato.
Duty ni danchen a. Duty ni kra de duty no wo betua at the time a watimi ato car. Won to car na wo nkotua duty. Okay. Car na nkasa kra de ntimi nto. Tie brand new cars na wo mo assembly one ye ntimi nto mi me ne wo ye ntimi nto sa cars ye ntimi nto ne bo na e
kakran
okay kakran de but the point is that sa company na wo ye car ya waiver the taxes mentia eno na mentia se no
emra no
Kwame there be emra na ho common sense assembly yake
o the emperor committee member on transport na o mo babu ha
na men ka bebre because me nya me research but the point is that I know for a fact that one fact parliament other papers here parliament business are one more year discussions one more year tax waivers one more day my international companies are urban taxes na you see one more year adwuma ni nyina wie afina no hia no mo afasika ni nyina no de come country
they repatriate them
any friend capital flight what time sika ni nyina wie in dollars no apeja no de ko na ye sidi no na ye week na wa bet na have 5 years to 10 years wa ye adwuma ya nye ne tax bia o wi a 10 years national onim so betu ya tax no si o me ba Ghana kra business ne she da anye
no asesa company
Ghana no patronize enti no me yi company na fia me de ko Nigeria and I say me de kokodi and that is what they do
the week laws so what is had there na the same thing
no most of them crowd so auto company no eno bi na mama the example time almost started space for ne Ariba mama the example almost pretty year for some years e do time so mutu tax no ma change di no nti who study ya
different ownership
Reniema ebu Ghana almost two gold some mining companies Ghana Mr. Speaker unim say not up to now so mbe change mrana only omo profit in Kwana na state ilitimi tax
oh yes
only profit. And so we no make at us are feeling our profit here. Not just a dumo ye no
Ghana. It is the same thing as Telcosi MTN. About a year or 2 years ago, and one started say, one more air listed Ghana Stock Exchange. So that ye Ghana ni na o person who own shares. MTN mua ubetimi ayeden a own shares. Enka ni na MTN betina krom ha wo mo aye adwuma ni
Ariba space phone
oh kwabrati wo mo betina ha ye adwuma ni nyina no it was an international company. And the owners now, Wamukra company, Nimono, Wamu ye adwuma ni nyina over $2 billion. Wamu declare omo profit, I don't want them $2 billion. No more they cost South Africa. Because a Honda company ni free year and they buy. About a year or two ago, Anna buying for some said there be ultimate nekuma. Eme ye juma. Wabra Ghana for now, who would you musika? Omo talk tax ni adie na wotitino, ye to a time ye bibiano. None of the Ghanaian has an interest or a share in the company. And so now one more list, so we are Ghana and now you're interested, I bet me have a to shares. Ewo MTN. No more ye juma for several years. One more time scan anom the cost South Africa.
Kwame, asama ye kai mrasa bada phone ti omutini. Eba back to your petrol cry to Cape 3.0. Speaker, petrol ye to your percentage say no. Kwame, petrol ye to your percentage say no. And now finance minister call parliament or present 2022 budget. She petrol ye to ne percentage the demand state.
Because next time Kwame go there next week you be find as
any month mama bosso
and one first video
Ghana buy any sika 44.7 million
you can bet me akoto odi omo di ba na and na di man pan ko commission be da akoto sa
na can brand new car you can tear rubber
Fofro obi antwi da ebo ebe bo kra na say bit
four spare ties they give you four spare
na propose say system na affect here say first na go forward virgins say we wa na go for atwimu anti home use cars na
but asma e can
Papa some e can dey serious
na me say nimre
very serious because
asam you serious
chama e catch say ye ba asambo Nissan VW ne Benz right eka hu bi Ghana we are happy and the continent for happy ni say and say company bi baha ama because Ghana need to be shaka e Germans na be sa ba shaka ne sa no man etini e bi free se bia o eni gi ewo mu edi gi ade anya ne say oh ye ba be ka no ha se be ma ne bo no so ate ye ne ye first one two and we duty free ne sa no man because it wouldn't go through that a year port no that a year there's a car this ebia yaba assemble car no has your assemble plant to has but akwa fabi showroom the offshoot bi o adum next the showroom wo ho next me call say bia me pesa car we bi okumase na me to na masa tia case ka dia batema ba be ye duty what kind of law is that and you are certain that this law exists in this country
custom office okumase
custom office okumase
je odobako
obi abetua sa de no kwamna yentua
Baba, see, we are taking things for granted in this country, Asama Isaac K. Atuba Drabi, so Efasa or ye Wasima, okay.
Petra,
Beba, Mr. Speaker, Beba. Sa Petra, yes, yes, 33%, right?
13%.
Sorry, 13%. 30%. Good. Yadeba contract, yeah, didn't see, you don't have a 2.9. I bet you 2 Saturday, and yes, the last time that they checked, yes, that machine is about $1 billion. So can't we go and borrow $1 billion? Now you can send training conform to near my payment plan for some time. Now at the end of my year, near to 2 seconds. I be to come up with $2 billion. I see the Baba here quite. I don't get it.
Mama, some example back. Petrol etui. So call refinery. You bitumen. You coach. You a lot of trains. Unfinished. You sana ba petrol na. Any diesel near the idea benya. But the automotive refinery. But kukuru ni na gu ayi muni adi kwa bridge. Ni akwa refinery.
Ko dum somu. Na ye tu crude oil ha. They couldn't get the crude oil to power Abuja Thermal plant. That is some sukrani. Yeah, nothing yakupo.
Car manufacturing companies, assembling companies.
Mo bia me ka chesi e show ignorant to aho ye ni eka.
Womo ba no uni made ananke ye be ye de amom. O ma we pa de. Kwabna ni made anke be ye de amom. What say ye de mra bi bai? Samra no media for ne.
Dem yan kraka ho amama.
Aha. Ka na bi 10 years aye man kran fa ma. Eno no be bua ye system be sand dam kwa chombo omubua. Ye nyina ye to cushion the companies that they made omo buy no anka ready market wo ho a wo betimi aye dey wo betimi ato the businessmen na e crack cars no wo mo wo garages ni ade no anka the impression a wo mo pese wo mo ye nyina ni say wo mo scheme ade no towards companies na e ba Ghana enti wo ye businessman na pese wo ko two cars ne duduo ma no wakutu na de abegu garage no waton no wanya so mfa so agitation saa na ama saa mra no yantimi ya implement o ti ase akane ya ne tie ya ne ya nkaka no nkeno ano komo e crackers e wo garages nyina no wo madwuma abo mo na companies na betina ha na wo didi peche
oni mo kra na mjo fitafo wo magazine
akwasi bosso me na me host akwasi bosso
oh nana
akwasi bosso
asema ya kana buafu ala dabe na kuma asa buafu bi sei asema ya betezga na pati asema ya na akwasi tio pati asema ya kana
wo koto ka wa Ghana asa go ye duty
eno za di hwe ya mra wo hono no amra na wo hono
goodness Asabo plant issue ni buy even before COVID. Banana and second Ghana Parliament. I made that law. If you can allow people to come and assemble,
it's too hot for you. Better move out from the country.
Was it governor? Mamma Koya Juma, brother. Because I some more kind of Bajan Friday, Mutu Boise, as I am about to Boise, as a Bayanya, but I am not from Poziga. And now we see a Juma Biwa. Nah, so Juma Nakwakofa Zembe no Ediaba, or my pay state of the nation address. Wakoma ye, Eneho, and Kitahudi, especially with the road sector. Now, the claim by the president said over 10,885. Kilometers of road abano etimiaye and we told you per records I wo akwanya awomwaye na ministry need the statement about endra remove the classification any the breakdown tier or mampanyi edema sa quotation still minority ni say enye no kre I have seen a couple of articles and screenshots Google directions are enkrofo diabolic some way say 10,885 kilometers of road a distance from Ghana to China. I have been with you enkrofo argument and say 10,885 kilometers no a clear a distance from Ghana to China. It is yet Kromana in the last 5 years or man say why yet that quantum of roads and then it means obi afi anim kra na say quota ewo but yenya technical expert eba no road construction na me minim da be menye engineer ma me ne wo mu a ewo nimdie no eni ho enkomo engineer Abdullahi Mahama ewo ahomande so na me ne no eni enkomo engineer good morning.
Morning Mila.
Empombo call there
Mabre.
Very well eti mayantias here first of all you can see 10,885 kilometers of a road you construct here. What does it mean? Distance ben ye can ho asemi.
Mami fa akonya na mintia wotiefo na wahwefo on. No one buffy or think I want to interview me no anofa.
Engineer fache me.
Kessben 92.9. This is the 13th interview I've had on this discussion.
This is the 13th interview I will have it.
And I pay who come out too. Maybe I'm 18 FM. No, I'm here almost all the sister chases in Accra.
I see.
So me the bullet to join a call ya pedobia ko pikena. And I do last one come here mini GBC and I do be almost 9 p.m. And I pay my start view.
And what comes to my NTS here? The claim by the president, no, actually saying.
Especially with the flight to Ghana to China.
Oh, it's the Uncroft on social media, na yampa.
We're about 10,000 kilometers to China, and the Omudomo can almost exact figure. But I'm sure the Empa Ghana, you'll be an Afro service, you'll be an Afro player, could do almost distance or cover. And you can't even see when you're in the air.
Okay.
Let's look at the picky reference from our Ghana. Mancha ETF national for ETF Mupanche will be a Boko Juma Mubarak. Namia Duma China na Sunday ever started Chilia for the next 30 days now. You see the Ghana share Yankopon Semna Yabompayama Yamanina. Now from Accra Central Post Office, Ekodu Paga, under 1,000 kilometers. From Accra Central Post Office.
from Accra Central Post Office.
Yes.
It
could be a border town.
It could be a border town in the northern region.
In the northern region.
Paga 1,000 kilometers.
Under 1,000 kilometers. Mean kind of 905, 881. Went for 905. It's under 1,000 kilometers.
I see. But Pagan so wapao. It take you almost
where 15 hours now driving constant speed to get to Paga. So people who know Accra to Paga would appreciate the 1,000 kilometers we are talking about. And so kind of baku 10. Let's say yeah, now and document now mukitano.
Yeah.
Mixani biya o menchen. Na ibisa question be say as at last year May na aban ne meet the press series Roads and Highways Records. My activity base and regional breakdown all totaled 4,263.37. 4,263.37 kilometers of road. That is the combination of all the roads I'm going to just speak here. There were asphalt overlay, there were construction, there were graveling and re-graveling, there were partial reconstruction, there were reconstruction, there were rehabilitation, resealing, spot improvement, upgrading, total 4,000 plus. Then by that is from 2017 to 2021. What happened within last year May to this year March? As almost February, so as the February, as February, so 9 months. I moved to me 6,000 plus Edeka 4,000. Basic. Did something drastically change in the country that from 2017 to 2021, cumulatively, it was 4,000 and that's 4,300. And then, all of a sudden, 9 months, we have done over 6,300 more, 6,500 more. Me, as a professional, I've been in the industry for the past 19 years. 18, 19. My first work, you can see for yourself, is the Pantine, Uyarifa, Ayimensa, Peduase, Ketase, Ibri, Jankama Ibri, Asharasi, Obosomasi, Tutu, Mampong, Abutechi, Amanako, Manfe Road, Ukropon Road. No. That's 30 kilometers. There was so much money on that project, but we spent almost 3 years for the construction of that road. Because it was earmarked towards the 50th anniversary of Ghana's independence. We had to finish and connect Accra to the Peduase Lodge. So at the time, now the Peduase Lodge was undergoing reconstruction or rehabilitation or renovation. So it was in sync. It was like the two was interconnected. The money was available. It was an ADB funded project. ADB. So the money was not a problem. We all that. It took us almost 3 years to complete. So in 2007, but I'm proud to say that that's the road you can see. After almost 16 years, the road is as new as yesterday, including even the line markings also. So we don't come and speak and just speak because we're just trying to speak and counter anybody. We're talking about professional base. So let's go. So what has happened? Are they telling me and you and I, say, on my asphalt roads, on my surface dressing, ceiling works, to the tune of 10,000. And now I say they will be clear with us. Say, okay, from last year now we have presentation we we pay graders, Edigo, Council, most of the road now we can say they are roads which have been completed. And now they are now trying to find to tell us some of them are unpaved. Means in fact bitumen, in fact coat and goose. Now then where is that? How many people are looking at roads said you those times now feeder roads no. In the wisdom of the same leaders of our country, and almost started loan. They are changing almost all gravel roads in the country to exceed that. You need to mean a value for money for the roads that we are constructing to our farming communities. There's cocoa syndicated loan, basically for the construction of most of these roads to be from where we have our cocoa producing farms to the capital for onward those the food stuff or the cash crops. So me, I will not exaggerate, and I will not ask them anything that will be detrimental. We have a skeleton. We want the flesh to be added to the skeleton for us to see movement of the skeleton. Otherwise, the skeleton cannot move; it will fall down. To almost it's almost like I think last year, and I'm awarded the contract in my contract. I'm going to start here. Now, even that 17 kilometer panel, 17.24 kilometers, so the contract and started 17 kilometers now because of the conditions of that road. That contractor, that road is 16 years. I call it 17 years from 2007. Now, Oshe sa you can say of Anko to Samu Kwanya. Ya bresupan you the one else not saying 17 kilometers. But if the contractor should start the work today and is giving all the money 100%, that contractor will not finish that work in 2 years. Markets. It is kind of because there's a methodology. Your process, I would be I will say, be no that China in your home there and what was. Uko a bridge, uye culverts, and yes, still you know, uye concrete bridges. Uka concrete, I will say the 28 days satisfactory. No the strength before we to my backfilling. Now the car then you put traffic on that side. And because of the nature of the road like that, because of even the environment, the conditions of the road, the most highly populated area in terms of traffic, you have to even the management of traffic alone would eat not into about 2-3 months of the project time, because you have to be able to work at the same time, manage the traffic so that you not unnecessarily inconvenience the motorists who are applying that route. And even without hindrance, that alone is a hindrance to your project. That's 17 kilometers. From Accra to Kumasi, and 265 kilometers. Accra to Kumasi. So we want to see the 10,000. We want to see, let me be magnanimous, we want to see the 6,000. That's been added last year. Now, may patrol your budget now for roads now.
Yeah.
Last year, can we see anywhere a capture $6 billion for road construction for the year now? Minka Ghana to be so. $6 billion. May basic extrapolation for the benefit of listeners. Oh, yeah, dual courage as far as in and out. I can offer pediatric, offer maybe Pantai, Edeco, Yarafakwan, a double road.
Yeah.
Where's our basic one in and out, 1 kilometer beyond 1 kilometer. May specific, may be 90% approximation in terms of cost. A Kako Bebe $3.5 million.
$3.5 million.
In TFM, $3 million.
That is a double lane.
The double lane.
And two on the other side.
Thank you very much. You have said $3 million. It's okay to you bear 1 day and can bear 1 million. Let me put the benefit to be 1 million. So you can't a single lane per $1 million per kilometer. Yeah, 600,000 of that. Because 6 kilometers, every kilometer, 1,000. It took 6,000, 1,000 1 kilometer. 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer. 1,000 into stadium, stadium 2.5, and when you 1 kilometer.
Ultra stadium, no, say
400 meters.
Yes.
400 meters mean 800 meters.
Yes.
The 2.5 and 1 kilometer.
I see.
I want people to. The only problem I feel some Ghanaians have and you're more for Sebi. When you be in a course at school, how to appreciate distance and its mensuration. So make it 1 kilometer. From Ekusi, circle Ekusi cap price. You do test on hono.
Circle Ekusi cap price.
1 kilometer.
1 kilometer.
yeah, open the say from circle
interchange.
Vodafone hono. E could do o pack up as those motor could be Aveno area hono.
Yes.
About 1 kilometer. So Kataweni na kind of baku 6,000.
Semi Wokumasi na mi free Tech Junction. Ekwa di Kokodru amekom trafficker. I did be kilometers ne be ahin.
Mean to me who be sama because me two more I mean was most in use a car up and mount because of me but check Google. But anybody who knows a crown about mama some mama cycle they call Aveno. Oh, if you are who are dominator Kumasi baby no, you can just that you can make something go school and pay Kumasi coin so patrol.
I see. Engineer, the point is that you over 10,000 kilometers of road. What will it mean? It means your major highways in Nano must be in good condition. Cities and their inner roads near their Dinginano must be in good condition. But we know per document I warning in Ania who said the sources in the crowd, the feeder roads kaho, the graveling and re-graveling ekaho, the asphaltic valleys at the kaho. I don't know church muma and I entiase.
Asphaltic valley and the ecos wakra, a dimutin to no akra, once a can be a dahona, portus baswa, na omwaku sisi, Ushays Legona, Sebi penny for it here, or the Honina. Oba Chimota inside Kaka, what you call Salam down
residential areas,
residential areas, who do Nanibai State, Honomonico, Swinza, Yaba, and then they are start over. They are just
Tani Bio by your side, the asphalt Guguso, right?
Yes, yes. Almost asphalt, no, Kota no, asphalt, and I say surface dress, sapity, and almost a day asphalt near. The same combination of chippings and corridors kakra and a cool tie and one makes about and no the thickness no yes so kakra na they me be say overlay kwai do akra no say me can also sit and pa we no say we are after some time no we say aside depressed. A typical example is a woofy that the question is oh Daniel oh branch called East Lake on Quine.
Okay.
May only bear 5 times they got the past 3-4 years. How careful Mohono? When you park up at the station wall right hand side no or call Emmanuel Eye Clinic on it has been on my year asphalt over and bear 5 times in the past 2 years. One treaty ascertain, one treaty the old dude in the year, it will just deflect the same shape as under. So the asphalt overlay will not be the best when you have not treated the ground. It's in normal way asphalt overlay, maybe the supervision should be intense, so that we will know what we are doing and because the money that we are using for the asphalt overlay is very high. And at the Tosun Yunusuno, your station is very far. Me who be when I'm Achimota Forest or any other place, where we used to have speed ramps. Or me asphalt overlay anywhere. Na ayira no na kakakra but there also so what the speed kaka so we it me jump can you have some back issues.
Yes.
So it's just an admonishment or just a caution or advice to them say when you finish the overlays now 1 minute speed drum na can is the top on the kakra no make sure you go back and you improve the speed drum and before we do 15 meters before the speed drum no, put an indication which is the red symbol and say you are approaching a speed drum. Now, at the said location where the speed drum is located, the blue sign will say you have approached the speed drum. It's your own way overlays now. I've seen almost everywhere they have ignored the speed drums and they are just doing the overlay, submerging the speed drum and but leaving some small outcrop outer. Sometimes it has some effect on people who drive without knowing say there's a speed drum there. But in the summary, the information that the ministry has still brought to us, some of that brain, is still scanty. We need to be definite, say, paved now, also unpaved, and almost say projected. What we do, message me, almost first letter, no share, I'll say, almost projections. The projected way, no, their banner, and it's undergoing validation in the at the ministry. Why the rush?
if it's now undergoing validation, you are now validating whether the projected that you have brought is accurate. Why the rush?
Interesting. Engineer, mami fawo ensi ha na yebetwe oba studio na yatina se ye.
Meba.
Na me sure engineer me da se pa na me birthday no one frame me enti no ene Friday dey.
The man who do birthday no.
Akoso ya jiji. Ye di ni wuku ada no enti no.
Me di na match bo me di 21st match.
21st match na me di 2010 engineer man yes sir.
You want to nka.
Oro me engineer dey na ba. Engineer Abdullah Mahama, civil engineer and then contractor, also engineering consultant. Very interesting. I got see. Kwame, what's it?
Car manufacturing company workers in the penny pa Afreme. Now, I'll see you more because problem in the say. Initially, they no more duty in this, but I say almost no maka. I'm a custom for the duty be, I call my car manufacturing companies, but out here. It is a car no 10,000 a company na de bema wa. Omo custom duty no ni winning na car no. Eka no from the manufacturing company. And ti akwa te say okwa omo the charges ni nyina ma wa. The year na also ye nyina na car manufacturing company no. And ti say over to car no 10,000 and be akwa kodu be 15,000. It almost ye mo ho ne abanka. Na enka ne die no ho no wanya hu bibi.
Kana you be fan as a project na ye di hu ko. So me can tell say yen share down for ya gain attention. But what we know is what we were discussing. You be share down no as a project na ye di hu.
Am say what am say ye dey.
Mate was here.
Am dey duty na come car manufacturing companies no. It is out 10,000 na ya calculate bom. Ti oje ye no no. But omo no so e dey dey fire ye so. Ti ani abanka na embra form because na affect omo so business.
Okay. Martin, you be ho adwuma de ama o. Akwasi fa adeton de ne enko.
Yo, anopai yanton de ana yenko dwom esanse ne efiada du sade adaji ni poso kura. Na anopai me kanfo ba bi ba ko pa ma wa wo kwa ubenya oyarehwe ene oyaresa Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services say anopai ubi a wo yade ache wato dem wo waye mobono enko ba bia udwa nko bia ene ho e wo se oba ho no abaje oyarehwe na tiemiye pa anopai mi po bia stroke yadia na ntwetwe yadia ache wato dem wo ko ho na kwaji oyarehwe afei diabetes hypertension hepatitis A B C D and E okọ no a ayaresa be yodia na yadia mebobo so nyina okọ one mu do fan fidie mu no masa de bibidio yade yaka asa yade ama ho atọ enti yade wo fan fidie mu no ne de bibidro e ka ho an de quick sisi na ho atọ pa ulcer yade peptic ulcer mema no amutie mi na no pa ya mu prostate wato chema se mu aya kese ananse mpo cancer na kokora na betomu no oko Grace Gift Herbal Clinic a wayaresa simple kra afa mema no amkwa kudo nsusa penis enlargement so pese ye ne kese de ma wo no o called mani nyina no wonum epejamu afei vagina steaming ema no monko ho wate na mokwa monso so mobaje mo 3 points na makomani mpa fibroid yade na ato dem infertility oba anokwasem nie wa wo ho ayede de ama wo be man so so untimi enwo no monko wate na mokwa monyina moba wo ntahenasa ntafo miensa kama na esa mokomani mpa me so ho Grace Gift Herbal echi akwan wonom enko batare miensa awo Ghana ha yedi kan Uba Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services. Our Him School Johnson. Would when you actually by Kessben on my ho. I feel a book of phobia so. Ya Bengal first station one more and grind ye. Kessben 92.9. Come. Our new Achimota Petroleum Bungalow. Your name Family Life International School no. And the D and Mshe Cornum na Ekwaje or Yarsa. I feel Ultimate Fashion and Furniture City. One any. Ultimate Fashion and Furniture City see and can show now pay you. Some modern so about or just you not one upper not yet 10 years. We are Bama with Temia now what you pass war furniture so
sɛ wedding na woyɛ sɛ engagement na woyɛ open church clothes ntade abɛ dress kama de akɔ asɔre dɛm nyina no anɔpa yi mesrɛ wo ɛnkɔ baabia ɛmeɛ nkɔgye sika ni kɔ ultimate fashion and furniture series na yɛmmo a wate nneɛma ntade papa nhyɛ Italian shoes na wohia a suit ni blazers slippers papa no oko ultimate fashion and furniture city a yɛyɛ ni nyinaa kama nneɛma bia tɔma wo so wo ho fɛ no adanso pa na furniture sɛ living rooms set afe bedroom set wardrobe dining tables ne nyinaa no wɔnom ewobu wɔnom moton de ama wo na wɔma ene ne fɛ ne sɛ ene open office furniture ana atɔ a ne nyinaa no wɔnom bɛma bi atɔ sɛ fan cabinet shovel chairs postures ne nyinaa no ko ultimate fashion and furniture city na yɛmo amesraw wɔn akyi akwan ewo Kumasi adum ai Kumasi adum ana ultimate fashion and furniture city wɔnom bɛn ɛyɛ Wesley Methodist wɔnom a mesraw bibia ni afapan ne pipa na twɔtwɔ number sisi ani enko anim 0209 136 6733 0209 136733 na oni antwetwe nkomo na anopa yi yɛmo na tieme Kessben University College ɛnɛ wɔn se mfa nto anim sɛ wɔn tɔn fam so no etu pe suapɔn a agye din suapɔn papa na ɛbɛbɔ wo a ɛyɛ Kessben University College ɛhɔ a ɛna ɛsɛ okosua deɛ ɛma hotɔ na yɛka sɛ wo school fees ɔbo a wɔgye deɛ ɛda fam din etikɔ na one Kessben University College ɛmmɔ nkɔmɔ mɛsɛw wo performance ni bi atɔ a wo deɛ ɔkɔ Kumasi City Campus wɔn mu Kumasi adum ɔkɔ wɔn mu a wobɛnya ɛyɛ Kessben University College ɔhɔ ano mubuto yɛ number ni efrɛ yɛn why 0501 637383 0501 637383 na woni yɛn twetwe nkɔmɔ na no pɛ yɛn soso yɛ mo a na yɛn kɔ yɛnim saa na mekamfo de ama wo sɛ nyame yɛ adom a Focus Media Awards no eba so den na nyame ya adom a month we yewum epobosom yewum ye na Focus Media Awards no ho empemprade ni nyina no wonom ede banti voting no yenua ye ne no fidua mu ha Kwame Appiah Kubi wona timanim ha Kwame na onsere kakra ade na asa onye ni sei Kwame na nyame ya adom a wo ma hu adwuma wo ye wadwuma wo bɔ edema Ghana man wo ma husa wo yɛ adwuma pa enu nti ene akukudamfo a wɔnom ɛyɛ morning shows papa kama no wo yɛ de waka ho bi ɛnam adwuma ɛden a wo bɔ nti no ene Focus Media Awards wɔnom ɛbo aba so na aba so bɔ no gisa Ghana fo nyinaa wɔnom etie wo wɔnom ɛdege wo wɔnom ɛyada wo nyinaa awɔso mo boa na de mo yɛ nyinaa ane sɛ wo de download the Focus Media app no Google Play Store hono a okɔ a ne follow the ɛwɔ bia wo de ane sɛ o dale *800* na wako 400 hash na wasende wo enter 14 follow ni nyina na obɛko ani wo sɛ Kwame Appiah Kubi nimfo nyini fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ yɛde aba bɛto no mo na mo tim na wo to na wo de ma no na okɔ anim saa entimi srɔw mo nyina mo adwumaden a mo boyi ene mo ankasa ni gie ne do a mo won ma Kwame Kubi no mo ma ne ntena wo saa no mfa saa baso bawi emra fidie mpa enti abusuafo na eno no nti Kwame ya swade nyame ya dom so ya so obo se Focus Media Award na wo fa won simple nyame pa ya be fa dia nyame ti ase be enti Kwame na obi ka na asem ye swa no na ye wo commentator bi ne afa Jo Tete Kofi na wo ye commentary no was how do you see the soccer match today? I'm not one of them. Say over to you, Jo Tete Kofi. They said me jemu amount. Jo Tete Kofi.
interesting. Papa Ifri Suhum, Suhum Rasebe Jaconia for almost 16 years. Now, all declare the intention of Koyan or Takra. I don't get it. That would be my first question. The Honorable Appiah would have to answer. And the entire free Eastern region. Now, can you say if you need me? Now, would declare intention to free Takra. Honorable Atibate, I say, my manager, now, Memano Akwaba. Honorable Appiah, I'm watching. Good morning.
Yeah.
Na empomo to say
Nyamiada room.
very
Pomboko.
Yete on kanache
Kakra, but Mudiamsa Mr. Munches.
and then do was the honorable
Ja, say, well, you said that you might be at Tifa. Yeah, body said you pass over and Unya Bibo. And the one friend, Miss Maba. Minika, my main chair at T4. And in Kankane. Me party ma ahwete Ghana for na and especially omo Eastern region ni Suhum for me chair omo yinara ametize moningila engineer Abdullah Mahama kasa me nyonko papa belated happy birthday to him.
I see
me chair papa so anopai.
Thank you. Bravo, yeah, that's a sad of your tones suffer na waba. Now, first of all, I didn't tell you declare intention what akradi.
They decline made friends of Appiah for us. Say, oh, the wagin di Jumadi and a chair. I omona a share Jumadi no more tones are frame.
Okay.
They said they will be some, miss me be some. Say, eh, be a me free pane is in region. Be a sir, me Coco, ya will miss whom me free a crapem tinker as I may know my idea, Eastian and Cananam. But where the mother may cut a cry, they know me say, I'm the money out of woman who say over the past several years, no, party Nimu, a year in Jumedia, ED at the level of
Kessben 92.9
party, no, Dudona, a free a year Western region, ho, Ube who say, yeah, in 2010 National Conference here in Kumasi. 2014 yako Tamale 2018 Koforidia Emuhono several of party national activities be Accra Trade Fair last conference last but one or so MC Sunyani last conference Kumasi so the Jimbe community as a Emuho cry ba go Cape Coast that's a Takra de no yeah bibi ewo ho de Kenya party no ache ntina omo ani so ade hu ne se omo bepese omode mebe kota krade ne afa ho ne de akanyan party no a base party no mu nkanyan no enye obi a o hold the office nko at any time na obeka so wo asudie se ode nkanyan beba party no ye nyina party ma no ukona bia o che no kakrawa wo ya ode ebetumi aboa ma nkanya ba party ni ma o ba bibia no ase utumi ntanu nti na omde dwumadie no kopie takrade me kwa enso no me ne omunyina adwen me form so me hu se ye boa ma nkanya ba party ni papa o.
I see. Herbal, I think it makes a lot of sense with explanation now. That was last weekend. Memory day
Saturday. That's true.
Yes. So program that's in a minya. Sa bookleti ayakama makenkan na the who we nisu ade hu no ne bi the more reason why opese udi new patriotic party no enim as a year general secretary. Yes. Yabeba no so na yedi nkomo, but you were in the 7th parliament.
I was.
Okay. Until so Wednesday in 2020
2021.
2021. Okay. Mamimbra also na yeni national nkomo no kakra. The current state of our parliament, Mamintio, for 16 years, what's not a fee anymore? And the Kwame Appiah Kubi Mojuma, and he said the Ejuma Ekosisiano. How do you see the work of parliament as we speak?
Well, Ghana parliament, Brebiana, yeah, the boy home, Abaso, Huawai home, say, yeah, dance.
Okay.
And they say, at most times, you know, unlike said other parliaments then we kona when basa na air koso no nanka ye hu bi it was alien to your parliament.
Yeah.
That's a war crowd who say leadership sorry, near co-division room hona, ya Kushiana, ya Georgiana, ya Betransi, speaker tell Grum to make who say, baby, as a mere druid yet, as a penny coca, omuti, esianim, normally, a path forward. Sana, in my brame ye, minority chief whip, iti mensa ye, majority chief whip. Sana, ya toto, ya norma. Be a whip so near Kushia, near 5 unit, near back to the floor, near betray speaker, say, Yankoni say, another leaders, Nagasa, no so Kushia. Now, by the time be able to say, ya normano, Ayana, Akoni. Of course, this is the first time, Meka say, party, Mienuno, Ahode, Ayape, our parliament. The only difference, no. Any independent MP for me now. Yeah. The second deputy speaker now. Yeah. I don't know make the difference over this particular parliament. But notwithstanding, the son is already declare say on the MPP caucus no, ebeye adwumanti no. Ama that side no, ababenya the majority strength. And it may seem say party mienu no, o ma ho den ye pede. But all the na ho den ba ko ne ka MPP 137 and hope no manya 138. However, let me feel say and this parliament and a beboa ma yeji asem ya yen say na ho ayayeka. So say Ghana parliament in the rubber stamp. Okay. Saturday we be da ho fi 1992 bra MPP ya boycott parliamentary elections 1992 ni mu. I fi 93 akosi 97 na NDC any smaller parties be omo nyina ye affiliated to NDC I go nominate those ones. Omo pen na parliament. Enti akoba ne say Rollins abreso no omo take decision pe obi azo so we there rubber stamp. And what you know aban bia obai na president bia of form on aban no. Na the party na wo working majority and it was always a good majority. The only time maybe a ben ho kakra 2009 they call 2013 ni mu. And I was a working group of 111 and this for no 119. It was also a bit close. But this time there as a move pepe. It na way so no speaker no ankwanku free president in the party mu. But for all these years from DFNan at the bar speaker Lajete Sechi Hughes Madam Speaker Bamfordado to Doa Jaho Adeba Professor Ukwe Abresu Yinan, all these speakers they were from the same political party as the president. Until the thinking was near majority side the speaker the president the PBR and parliament so one would have thought said this would be an excellent opportunity. Parliament ebe yi ni ho afisa nsem no but say so kwakoye awie ti said dia speaker no ene minority group no e pese omo ye dia opposition NDC ne so nti aso omo so pese parliament be done the rubber stamp of the opposition NDC party. I would say it is a missed opportunity. If we say take something like e-levy na parliament pass a budget containing e-levy. Budget proposals a bind the abetire parliament say ni ame pesa afie be meye no eno ni. Parliament ajetum. Mojitu mu wie no. To me a bind the best spend this car every buying accounts mu. So the public funds no. Parliament na to me the mama appropriation to me a this car. Parliament ama bind to me a wie to appropriate monies. Monies now mama buy to me to spend it includes revenue I beba buy if you levy more approve we ya afi NDC party na wa bontin outside parliament as you don't get there anymore say yampini yi levy e ho na parliament for no so yampini yi levy it afi aban by say more approve budget we more pass appropriation bill mama me to me na me nko jiji si camera must there be amount of jiska it to me now the money to spend the money sika bene o person men kon spend what I say and clearly now they wanted to turn parliament to be a rubber stamp for the views and decisions of a year.
Yes, but in the other hand, don't you see it is rather strengthening the parliament? sir and they a buying policy be a ebeba no ebe go under strict scrutiny na enkoye just as it was in the past waka ho asem.
In the past 60 years I'm in parliament, I can tell you several policies of even Miyama Baya. My first term, then my last term, na before buy my last term, na do buy policies a buyer you scrutinize here, pa and sana air pass. I can also tell you the 8 years and I'm a position as MP. A year Professor Mills name Mahama Breso. Policies are a woho including then majority members from the NDC. You scrutinizing here. But the point I'm making was about the perception of Parliament as a rubber stamp. And in this case, a very major policy to say e-levy. Ghana Fugina, Edi Ho, and Komono.
Yeah.
Now say pursue in this way. Now a quack to say there, you don't really have Ghana for no interest at heart, but rather no a some party they say yampene nuntina also say ompene.
Yes, but almost catch was Ghana for say E11 no. At the how beba at the beba, and they are speaking in the interest of the Ghanaian.
Indeed, why then did they pass those two appropriation? And in knowing say then they should have sent the signals from the budget through appropriation. You know, because say E-levy appropriation because we are not going to allow you to collect E-levy. Why should we give you power say spend E-levy? Sikano. From that direction, Anna maybe say actions no. Yeah, akwako yeah bibi to say there say there nya buy rubber stamp near na mo parliament no opposition no a rubber stamp. So indeed I think say we should not miss this opportunity.
Okay.
Where they said the other worker no parliament will be seen rather say we are being now they are being scrutinous or more share at the end of French. Now Ushem now pointed out there enye nyina wo mu a na se wo bibi pa eya me ni ayeka nyina no Mr. Speaker
yes
what baby say obi file amendment bi say
in the proposed
proposal now dey aba for be E11 no this is our counter proposal intino munya ni say I'm waiting to see sir amendments.
But I think it's a minority leader has the rate of percentage are buying person 1.75 no want to so Emra 1.5 even at some point almost can say Emra 1%. So but for the beginning minister T say the law no abba no 1.5.
Yes. So the process our parliament this is a proposal a bind the to parliament no. So
yes.
Through the path now constitution that they are to the the stages of a bill.
Okay.
So
I think when I obey argue out.
When I obey argue out, especially at second reading of the bill, no, you debate on the principles.
Okay.
It's at that point, no, what they want no better say we agree in principle to a beer e-levy, but rate in the enemy agree.
Okay.
Until better, oh dear, say. We will propose to say instead of a beer 1.75 no a better see 1.5.
Okay.
But you will not have any opportunity second reading of the bill no, to change anything because a committee report in presented near debate principles but they do consideration stage now and a fail be file amendment na bra ye debate clause corner sir a rate no woman be 175 no. What do we propose out to say yes san no 175 no we just watch any nti no be a tb so be do ho no whatever the reason is no we say sorry free
okay out
really are you helping Ghanaians and now say otu anwegu Ghana for no any say nye aban no ya aban a otie ensem e no no ade ne pe so SSR rate from 1.75 to 1.5 and through the NDC for a come the 175 no kra mom na dey ashe Ghana for cons.
I see.
So but
because one more buy no
sir amanyo na ye no afane afa na e ka bom and ye dey so what I say emre bi atwam the communication service tax say the bomb mine. A young man Paniku for Bresso, Ora, no young for young baby called Barry do, and an Minister for Finance. And this year's the Eba Parliament. No. Now, this if we are no more opposition, no more apprehensive kakra about. Sadia no. Yani omo kasai. Ama no young for no general Tamale Central at the time, in use of saying. The amendment by say, so Mbeja to Mudia, you for 20% and go share national youth employment and then why
yeah.
And he has to to say at say no na na mo for so ye be ye to mu ama ye nyina ya no call bankroom so and ye pass communication service tax and they are adwuma bebre at the boa of mine omo ba power no omo be 20% they call 80%.
I see.
So Eddie, I am sure. And we some radio stations, a TV station, BBC, NDC MP back say, ND so ampa send the NDC free cassette levy. Omoba by Mombetremuana or see we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Then no cry woman say, Omoba Munchem. Omoba, Omunchem, if you say, and yet, she say a bonnet. Say, see to be impo one. Me jidi say aban no fia se de ye adwuma no hu say ade we den ka ne fa bi say no yesa kra na ebeboa omanfo ebeboa aban na ebeboa oman na me jidi say aban na nkasa ebetu sa anamontin kan this for ne tran ho and through debate through consideration of the bill no yes ba bi obi feel say see to be ewa nka boa ye nyina chance sabe walk out mo walking out on national health insurance. A bright deba no. And you're not health insurance, that's the way.
Yeah, I'm one.
One baby D 8 years ago. I don't want health insurance after walking out. So when it is populist, my view, you're populist playing to the gallery, letting the people think say, yeah, na you green or mine who chain, I buy no or na buy ni insensitive. Yeah, then and moi obia. You do a bra, yeah, man your semnimuno. It is a yadi agune and a agune edi akansi.
Okay.
The assemble tohwa for some and a person and a posso. Natural agune a wohu. Our fool say a bebo mino. Wa owo agune fufro a wohu say na posso say M1. Now they are no so atuto. Now they are two edra. Now ye emrashe. Mrashe be jom for an MC for a woho mayeno. They are form so. Na say sacribing at say ba a shisha anymore. Na bam, na ye na ho emfa so. A chance say editing 330 suban bi abeba ademu aban any party for a wa ban mu can the ye cry and say be a vote to be a of say me kasa ade na nya da che be ma minti. Me nua ba bia ni wiase ha aban ana parliament de a tuya hon shisha kwa easy.
Okay.
So obia individual bia tua taxa sabia te say they are okay ehunimunwi yakakra ofo say one wakoye wadwuma ena wana wanya usika ada na te say odema abai baya na bribebre no e free say sa sika etwon kakra na abai ede eba no ebi and or the provide social services na create enabling environment na ama yetumi ekoye dada adwuma yeso enya kakra edototo ebi edi no
abo me da say yemfa eno no entry ho na mame kind messages ne kakra aba na afa yemra who opariansa is na afeyini eno ho enkomo the more reason and appear your person your profile sorry Christopher say opariansa is the answer to the NPP breaking the 8 indeed he has demonstrated enough competence to be the next general secretary and what they abako mensa wo pillar 2 I say nana Bawumia is a gift from God for Africa. Let us all together support them for a better Ghana. Regards to Professor Christopher Appiah Kubi and Mr. Maakye Ejia, former energy minister. By Comensa Pillar 2, and I would free at the Abaye Ewodome. Capito will go so Benshia or say E-levy has come to stay. So Ghanaians, let us all support for a better Ghana. But the NDC, the least said about them, they are joining us, the winning team come 2024, because the measures put in place are solidified and solidifying the grounds for breaking the aid. Nene Abiedu Ede Aba or say answer is the answer. Simple. And that is the slogan for the next General Secretary of the new Patriotic Party. Honorable Opare Ansah is the man to move a strong NPP forward. Frederick Opare Ansah for General Secretary. Hashtag Ghana with the Abba. Kojo Atase, Mr. Speaker, good morning. Fantastic interview by all standards. Sanda Ode Abba. Austin, Oheneba Ode at the Abba. I say the Honorable Frederick Opare Ansah has the ability to inspire volunteerism and build coalition. His political astuteness has not only humbled him to be the most resourceful and then the most result-oriented personality, but has also reposited in him quality leadership prowess. In him, we have a competent CEO of the Great Elephant Fraternity. Answer is the answer. Hashtag Anna Wade Abba. Osted Medase Ene o messenger Wade Abba. Nyame ensure. Enoch Tete Kwame Appiah Kubi. As a matter of fact, at the rate at which how the country is heading towards under this Nanado's government is equally a very serious problem. Prices of goods and services keeps increasing on daily basis, and yet still they want us to pay e-levy as passed by some members of parliament. Anna Wade Abba. Then it comes again with this one. We'll say he's very humble, very disciplined, very eloquent, strong, a strong man, and then an action man. The Honorable Opare Ansah is the only hope to restore the lost faith of the grassroots to break the 8 and beyond. A political think tank with much wisdom and ideas to steer the affairs of the General Secretary position of the new Patriotic Party. Hashtag Ansah is the answer. Anna Wade Abba. I think that's our slogan. No, Honorable Emedepa na ebefanso edi amapa. Answer is the answer. No, ebet me ache for mama. And you know, I'll plead with you, sir. What the Becca with slogans, no, because so far me really will broach, no. I didn't see that tagline, no. But Yemra, so who is Opare Ansah? I didn't hear our person be General Secretary of the new Patriotic Party.
But that's me, you are not. As I have a size, the answer, but the first crowd was a co-as parliament. The colleagues did Francophone countries, no. Why they call you Ansah? Because you have all the answers. You know, but that's I'm saying, Sadia Udi Kai, no, me a Ghanaian engineer and a politician.
Okay.
Yeah, my Yajuma, I will telecom sector of Ghana ha that time Mobitel.
Okay.
Efrasiana me wo ho ebi a couple of years after omo beseti up na me wi school me ko join ni omo. Me Yajuma ho kakra me wi me ko kasapa me ba broadcasting field by here Juma with multimedia. Me who says say more exchange programs between most stations Waha and Kumasi.
Yes.
The first ever such program exchange when I'm establishing between Joy and Love FM.
I see.
Kumasi using leased line technology from Ghana Telecom at the time. And the Omoye program and Kraya na Kumasi for Omoye Kumasi and I have for the internet. Abazabena internet just said yeah. And the affair na Eba. Amede and also Ebamu and Wachi. I shifted a bit more towards ICT sides. Help set up your first your debit card system. It was called e-card. I worked on the project for 3 banks: Cow Bank, Eco Bank, and we used to have TTB, the Trust Bank. Yes. Put your money on one platform. Utumi use debit card, common card with merchant terminals all over. And then I moved on to help set up a company called ZipNet.
Okay.
My name is Home Services, the Obama Broadband. I started ZipNet from the scratch.
I see. 0
room equipment, towers, BB Amena, Bifiasi Ansana, or mobile. But many Americans be Ekoto, third rail discovery tell. Me manage and sana me call parliament. Go to parliament so said the media papa in that sector, helping to make a lot of laws, NITA law, a new NCA law, electronic transactions law, electronic communications laws near the idea and I spent about 16 years there. Okay, our Ghana's parliament representing the good people of Suhum. I had occasion to be both vice chair and chairman of the communications committee in both my first and last terms.
I see.
I served on the finance committee, business committee, subsidiary legislation committee, and then under President Kufuor's tenure, I was deputy minister for communications. And in my second term, I was also the minority chief. And Sana, I spent about 9 years at ECOWAS. It was actually 2 terms that I served there, but it turned into 9 years because of Ebola. Ebola, you know, your first term no ended around 2015. Parliament then to me and reconvene. We ended in August, and to me and reconvene till January 2016. So February, and so a new parliament was established. And you know, myself, my time kakra, and no mono, my and normal be brave. The Abua party, no, and Kasanso. My leading a lot of by-election efforts. At some point, now party your co-opposition and easy. Yeah, your co-opposition after 2008, no, in less than 1 year, they go by-election which repone. No party needs to go. I had to go and borrow money to finance the by-election. Yes,
I see.
Need to me raise this canco. And then we'll say, "Bomb basso, me, me come out party, me na me say, me Yame from a notice to me now, my party in go position. So when ya me imagine how say obi in a bottom scary abua party na. The young way home pray no when we are talking of nipa akwasum party no, nipa ejina homa party no. Omo are prepared for party no. Brian kwa tia baba jama 6 polling stations.
Yes.
Ambotwi, Ambrose Derry, Chi. Eko ya buomo papa ya muka glasses I had to go and calm down tensions in Akotia in my own way, the best way I know how to do. And sana to me ako wie a winning 6 polling stations no. So I just say. And the ya bia boa party no. And when NDC is calling for do or die 2024, here mema. I will inquire your first calm the nerves of a party to say NDC. So I don't talk about Kasachre, Krokro. So you bet me de ama and Oma atoto ekwemu. If you want to know who Appiah is, that is me. I have the temperament and the heart. I de eji obia etum. Me shows obia ko primaries for Ghana ha eji cheme da. 2008. I was Ghana, you know. 2008 obia ti me branch amponga.
Yes.
You call primaries. You call about also 5 times. Twice graded to be on to 3 times I had 2 year pie 51. So bra one luso na mesmangwini. You can imagine the cheetah for bra. The National Party decided naka less than a week near filing nomination. Party ni candidate for to whom nipa 102 na to abandon so there. Obiya kita the 51 or the T. O friends here got to abandon abeto na pai na eko. So National Party decided so can mumema incumbent na enkono. You can imagine the other person that type for some candidate in lose here. So yeah, and yeah, easy. But I managed, being who I am, to bring everybody back on board. And it's over 2024 battle we are. You have already seen the tensions building up in the party regarding who supports who in terms of battle for choosing presidential candidates, for even choosing parliamentary candidates in some constituencies. I made me feel say by me disposition, me temperament, no. I have what it takes.
Kessben 92.9.
But they say now we'll lose primaries ahead of 2020 election.
Meka say Suhum for Domimbo. Say unim the history of Suhum constituency.
Yes, more than one term.
And a seat in a Sukran position. Now me dear, Menkwa yadro me 4 terms, 2 terms in government, 2 terms in opposition. Now we all primaries now lose. I said you'll be already 100 years old. Must yanko ready kuno. Now call who call Drew, so now call software, now call comfort, now call Malam Wako ready ku will be already 100 years. What I say? She him and ye a buffo nipa ni be cry or what? Your friend is a about man to a mammy. You are my chair honorable. I dare know why you be by your cry if you so call him. What I say? It clearly no. My ye biama so my so ye biama me. Me ni say ne bone so. Ana mean to make us be answer ye bibimpo editia me. Aha ya ma bre why ye adwuma ne bi. Ti koso na konako wani manei. The car say me kwako yisa semia no watakradi. So hum for so am hogu kasmo. E buy e time echi e ma ye fe.
Yes, videos no ewo but monfa videos in the bay and to so how Takrade was ignited for the honorable Appiah answer. Okay, I know that we're there to screen this. This was Takrade, how our party supporters they buy in their numbers, and then some party faithful, some painful. One more party ni mo ami hu ye faces ni bi former finance committee chair. Former New Trabin South, Honorable Sibeya Boa was there. Akwetia, former member of parliament, Amase was there. Kwesimin team Joe Bedu and Samo Ebaye. A lot of people, Chifu Atimo Kwamra Shebedeni, any Nkrofobe Brenano Ebaye. The general secretary position, no. Bigger than a member of parliament, would be on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party in Suhum. How do you foresee yourself, say, Ubetimi galvanizing all the wings of the party to get to that top?
Well, minimum, if it is in a strict sense, you can compare being an MP and being general secretary. Namboke the general secretary, no koyokre MP. I'm not too sure how the two compare.
Yes, okay.
Ebia won a remit. Ebia or Babia and Juma Efa, and the focus ewo. However, services are all rendered for the party, different.
Okay.
But I believe, sir, Juma Maye, I want my constituency, and Yama Mehu, I want my constituency, I replicate in the two other 74 constituencies across the country.
Okay.
So I say, me just say, yes, you and Swam, a Brie, a Cropon, Koforidria, Chebi, Asamankasi, Adesu will be too different from what is happening
in Suhum.
Within the party. Within the party.
Okay.
Or even Triponi or Jirapa or Lambusie for that matter. It's still party people, it's still Ghana. Our challenges and expectations there are almost the same. And indeed, Makwa Probo, and I don't see too many differences. The expectations of party people and what needs to be done to galvanize the base of the party. That is what is giving me the indication. With my experience in what things I did, constituency I can bring that to bear across board in the party, and certainly it will be something that will be required to propel the party forward in its quest. Say you be to me a breaky the 8.
I see, interesting. It is only 9 o'clock on the dot. Mene, the Honorable Frederick Appiah and some former member of parliament, Edema, the good people of Suhum in the eastern region, Anna Edin Kombo, a true patriot, a member of the New Patriotic Party, a senior member for that matter. As I say, when Iswadi Hunu say, Obeba the next general secretary of the New Patriotic Party. Now, general secretary there, administratively, yes, when a party no issue metrics. To be a chief executive officer. Now, the mantra breaking the 8. Eya say see New Patriotic Party and so wakasa emu no wakwa pro kakra woni party for ni bia didi nkomo wo say challenges are party for no ewo expectations are wo no the entire 275 constituencies no ekate across when this wade hunu a anopay NPP ni bi a wo show no ebenya gide wo mu akoto abama no mayenti ase
the decline a normal baku mienu mi sabia me feel say it say yetumi asesa our party nim crowns na wo bibi foforo pese wo ye ma party no ekonkan a wo de abeka the decline honhom bi awura party nim friend no intolerance
our party nim okay
there's a spirit of intolerance awura party
ewo hwan afam on whose part and as intolerance
party ma afam so so him say to me a tolerate NDC4 am baba be kan ho so Francis is am ofia NDC wona ba but say age no fail so and you CEO Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company or serve na nanado Freddie Blay your national chairman of CPP mu na ba but ye age no fail so am onya kwanya kra ba be di national chairman of the party it ya then our party nim ye call polling station election ye call coordinator election ye call constituency election regional election national election you could choose parliamentary candidate you could choose presidential candidate ye we are ozi way there ye call no on me anko one side in the same party entino me pena ni mu kra hwe biem ofa ha mefa ha me got to no meeting and say I'm in Trembi. I then that is a banessa. I idea I ran ugly head our party name. The spirit of intolerance. And to see who say members of a democratic party.
Okay.
And one of the bedrocks of a democracy the freedom of choice. It's a democratic organization, democratic political party there. Say at every point in time, OBBO party should be given the free will to choose who they want. Sir, and I know that
especially Sakunya Tower party anymore.
Especially Sakunya Tower party anymore.
Okay.
And no actually no. And to say you be friends here by ye in the Jimu. If friends here by turning crofoni say we or ye way nipa we or ye kono one support to me. So what I say. And untino. Me pen any more share and I say any or call I can see beer men call by force and just say on you now change one support you the men call no lose and just any
what was that situation in be done?
Oh, I wouldn't specifically say men kwa and I say min bomb me who ye and fatu but a be a man who say koso
across board. Okay.
So I just say Mekai Maminfa Baku in the past current regional chairman of Eastern region Ononyam for Kessben Kisi One abroad ne Dr. No Echo on first contest even at the grounds let me support to Dr. No at the grounds me kokaje nzekisi when the memo to Obama Dr. No we all laughed about it we ne election winning no he did not come after me say onim so parents and the one support to me ntino ati say mekoye bibitia no oba etwam constituency mpo a akọ your friends akotia na bibi oba frame me opare wo ho me wo ho no wagina edi nkomo occasionally oba frame me and our parliament oba frame me edi nkomo but he knew I was supporting Dr. No. But he also knows so say after that I supported his work as a chairman of the party in the region towards winning an election and the internal contest na coin your objective some this for the year money to say agenda 50-50 our objective sir was to stop NDC's agenda 50-50 in the Eastern region. That is how it is a party a corner not because nkakisi who say we cannot support one no nti ojawana me ba no atane kam no atu no kompeso ne me ekasa and then na ye intolerant of each other Any another person you dream in one direction in the party, and that it will be more party. No, so that's the first thing. It is it will be two as a free party. Name.
Okay. And
refer to so I say and I'm be profinity. And say Yamea Dom, Yabeto Abama Yakotna party no atifi hono. Yana, I say you free as say your bachelor said to see a kind of boom echo.
Okay.
So current executives I wo say Maakye General Secretary and I just say Ura John Bodu were free ho. So me kwa I just say me kofa John come ho ne echo. Say me ko no so on kwa say me sre no go to sre John anya hwe minim say mabetu fache ne enko. Oso on kwa say me chichire de cab ne nyina echo. Ah me chichire so it is a show sir kind of togetherness no to the base of the party. Omo who say opera say ba General Secretary mabomi 2-star general na former 1-star general John eka ne ho a say yes grofona eba no party niti no aye dey akabo my solid na wo dia ye koji General Secretary fi ne nsem kra wate ase di akire bi na why you two as polling station executive and now coordinator and I won person odi akire. It sends a different make akwatia sembi ikushia mu akwatia na ma IGP Commissioner of Operations party mpanimfo saa time kwabena J Sedu Nkatia yenso na makmenu ene your friends ohini nto ye nyina ya so nsa nante akwatia mountain so ema obia the principal street of akwatia na form ya ntraka mu ye ko tini e bati eti omanfo ni hu se na nye NDC chairman ya BB chairman General Secretary ne omo MPs ne police commanders na nam kroemi. Oh, and I say problem be na mommy yanko yanko to yaba. It became calm and ya twab. And the demonstration of unity, togetherness, a certain level in a group, no, it will send the right signals to Asieho. So what I say. Then the other thing is in Yimu a TSC party nim. Yenim pefe se ye kasika sema wa omani mu a asuma zi ana obenti betumi aka ho asemu yie a kasanso a ebeto omanfo asum ebia na local governance yenim se asuma zi ana obenti utwa ne ho awunya obia nka expertise ewo ho but obi se da bi ebeko go there enko side through sa asuma zi beko akoka ye be hu na nimu radio so ana TV so there me man sa opportunity
enyi mu no efrihi fa na eba
say no nyina na me sure say the American nyina na ekoko wie
party niti okay
that is the only place I will to me stopping it from so obi ye bi wo chebi no obi anye bi wasamankese a still a party nim so obi ye bi osuhum no obi anye bi onsawoma still a party nim but say party mpanimfo te say na ekoso osuhum ni na ekoso wo chebi ni na ekoso okufoduani moma yanko ni yanko tu ase a na omuma obi hu say ye no ya nya ni say ne pese ye na eboa ma asitu na say party empanimfo ankasa kra ye bidia say na ne o ase ho no say if you say who said this is the example being set up there and me ho ya example last year bre pie say minyame contest general secretary your national communications platform. So now catch them who me hache.
Yeah.
I didn't remember better ha na makasa at cross purposes from what the party is saying. I mean more party in the rather no transit di. So we be na me wonim de chen say we obi cry aso man say o makasa. EPA say me contest per national communications platform of the party and member.
For what reason?
The reason that was adduced ne say me nkasa o platform ne so. Na platform na ho ne bon komo ebiso obi yire ne mma said omo hote and obi girlfriend said an hote. There is a platform for disseminating information. Said the abeya as amete Kessben ha kasa no bi ti another network so kasa asema ye kan nyina no ebekope enti nka president kasa ewo so na mu wie na o dia beto platform no so a kire se nsemo a president kan na poso ni we na yen as a party no ye pese ye de call out na ma piki bi na se me kwa me dia kona me was a platform no so na me nkasa. Is that an excuse to take me off? And this is a platform I had been on from the day it was set up way before I got power. When you mean so me nkasa daw na and they out say February 2021 as of parents as you to an ammonia about general secretary yes one on platform is you free so now you started using Crawford you me pa so then you know corral politics
I see
and you muna make an sanity there are things akoso I can tell you say utra me ho a unyo obi obetumi aka ne yie a chance we love you when you obetumi debate me o love you me try no studio
because you communication expert
me try you obetumi debate me a chance me o yi love you studio
but won kasa wo
me kasa wo hu bebre kakra bia me ba ha ye kan about the parliamentary procedure of it ne kwan anka ti so mo fa so ye na maka so
yes
because obi am frame me say oh yeah can you love you one sem
for wadwen
chere o ma me kwan ma me wadwen chere ba o you love you one and just one ma me post and just we promote me in any way me no Kessben hamuti ana me frame me say me ba ha be kasa mo be bumuti but me to so e man na me force me ho e de hihye say me ma party ne kwan e ma kwan a party na nkasa e pese omo ye omo djuma no omo ye obi so ho na opinions ati ho na cho wonim de wa de we hu bebre na why di on kasa men kasa it is only because I am being excluded it is a second spirit of exclusion, you know, that is tunasi if you party say me a general secretary na me nim say sikasem de utra papa we a unyo bi obeka ne yi a chance I don't know make kwa fa no emfa ho say sa nipa no make election one support to me and I impo within the party, you know, me feel say na dwen kire wo bibi ho say eno ade a eku yen sometimes
we are better with some of these things, especially when you had the opportunity anko parliament be na when you had the opportunity say obe serve either as deputy minister and as a minister nanado administration we are better
not at all in any way.
I don't believe so expertise now you mount the opportunity to serve.
Yeah, I don't believe I need to be a minister or deputy minister or even be back in parliament and sana me to me abwa party no. I don't believe so at all. Or even to be elected as a friend is a general secretary and sana me to me abwa party no. And yes I crown America. But in America they say wo a year to me position behind there no. Men share obianim because on support politics within the party. And son wa use onipa no
to achieve
the objectives of the party.
Okay.
The American no. So what I say, you na MPP for a party mada ahomachi na party ne frame at any time. Say sa akwati asma making. Me timi fie me mo party pani ko ni din. And of frame say ni esisi wa akwati ani obare here to come and help us. Mampopumiti na me koye ade me nim de me sua hunu ene kwan ya de asam ne fa so a ebe tumi akọ edi bright wa esi na me ni Ghana me ba ya asam ba ni phone because o wa hanka de esi wati wai nka nya den ensi so wa de American eti no ye anya me nkoa de American me de me ho ye mfa to ho keke but anya me nkoa e bibia ekoso across the party ukọ constituencies ni bi mu a ekoso obi wo ho a bibi hu nimde no ono na ye de ne ye be yie nanso esane se bia okodi ye wo internal we mu tini ye na free design yi mu no
sa area na nanka me mpese me de obeko ho but we dey komodi aba no let's stress on that now. My information I'm picking on the grounds is the fact that one kasa wuti hoyi we are a town supporter of Alan Kojo Chematin, for which reason party people and then people supposedly I'm choosing my words carefully ewa baimu and then another did everything possible se ubelusu primaries so home. In fact one more share that prepare candidate se wamra metu wo and then other colleagues of yours mulusu mu primaries the point again is yes we na wo the more reason why ankophobia wa ban mo free say womo and wa ban no you were arrogant to them and as I said mono ye tumo na mu free ho na moko. The more reason why woman working against me. Yes, more gang give you a friend 11th floor MPs. You know that eduma we ni yayache. Now these are some of the major reasons Enkrofo Eka, yes, Opari answer there. I was see it too. No,
I'm a leader of the gang.
Yes, so now at the time I'm more too about so home. No, I was in Koforidia on that same night. Oshe Befi NSCB Boa election. I was there.
Yeah.
But at your time, even at that level of the night, still now yes, there be Opari answer must go for somebody else to come, all because impression in say who more there, impression in say who mu president, impression in say oh ye supporter of Alan Kojo Martin, ye ma obe biema obe hardwin, yes who mu leader, honorable chairman Sabonso. Mamintias ye na mean clarify side way.
Yo, but that's it. Sometimes it's good say who say na bia
maybe sounds answer me because I know we are live in Kumasi. If I tell you right now that the number of people are 80 Kumasi, which is more strongholder, you'll be overwhelmed. And you know, so when your opportunity now, you are live on 93.3. Clarify it now after to us.
Yo, in terms of no one menso made that was safe. Say you hardly get this kind of opportunity. Say obi beye bold na nsem bi ehyeje because normally nkrofo kote esumase no mokeka sa nsem we so what you say dey dikai no kware say I was a staunch supporter of Alan Martin in his bid in the past so what you say until say me hear madwin say me ba be pay general secretary position, you know. Okay. Then I thought say me no me against national leadership or more open biases.
I'm taking sides.
I feel say sir and some of me kind boss me no intolerance ne pick and choose excluding Crawford ne coffee by na hona free eba it is say we obi a okita a national positioner and so yeah they will be to me to make sure say opinions
will
stay as balanced as possible. Of course, to make as you're neutral, you will still have a choice and a preference, but you shouldn't be seen as being partial. So
you're biased
towards somebody else. Okay. And that is one of the things. Even at the risk of losing some friends, because people say, to see a frala meeting umbabi a course ya unkobi you be who cry to the beer as vice president a cobe beer on echo because I vice presidential duties and now any mamma ye cry what you say so I say people feel say maybe to betray or be but I reassure them say antisa near tiani say said ye be see biano as it says I'm your general secretary. To me, a general secretary, Obibia, as a vice president, they feel comfortable with me. Says I'm a general secretary. When you say I'm not going to do things to favor one candidate. I call Takradi last Monday and Numre, Honorable Joe Gatti, Nifie, and I'm in my team. I could do he hosted us to dinner. And she say, me a Joe Gatti. So, Honorable Bache Jako, on the Mekasa. And then me show back we spoke for about 30 minutes on phone no follow their maker me call Abuja aprekufi me call Ekodidi adainimo me call Kumasi to the beer me call Nifi. I have made sure so bibiara Martinenka say that you know beba be ye flag bearer of the party you know me then I build very good relationships and my assure omo to the point to say a woman say na me free ba and within the party you know obia obefano no may be coming from one side or another na okasa or utterances would ne na betre say na oye say those times they will be no oda so ya na say wajaye answer so but the assurance na they say me a general secretary I will make sure say niema ye yeditia obi interest ebeko abua another person ama onwe win no me make sure say no money na AC that way no Omo en winning no because obako pe na be winning. Omo en winning no. E be easier for them to accept their losses
and come on board.
Na yina yako ako yenim. Now the issue of at least address whether na me yalan see na me the other thing of me muade no me nim babia e free.
Yes, we arrogant pa.
Me nim you've known me for a long time. Atiefo tie me. Atiefo bebre so tie me over other networks. Me nim baby ku amaka mo across ever as being an arrogant person. Masom me my so humai for 16 years. Me nim ada menya pani bakubi ampo say operansa why ni amoho de bi atise yes. But adia minimu ye a metumi asi sudua and say metumi ahwe opanyi ani maka kire so opanyi na o ye na nye eno de minsuro
eno nso na akola nkan kire panyi
da bi menka no wo badwam
okay
so but say yensua sa ade ne de a ye bebre ache so say mpanimfo de omumpani nie isi keke say because me ye pani nti ade a me ye nye but obi anso ntumi nka nkyere me say nya de a
by virtue of say oye
pani nti ene ye bebre so yesi de otwa esa no onim se na chia de achia na me nka nkyere pani me metra fidie we so nka nkyere me pani bi se why you say na why you say na me de betra abonten na there be it is unfortunate say a penny be say because I can look them in the eye and tell them say opani na we dey anye we ni say abeboa ye ku na ye wo mu na me nya sure say my bone in fact ye hia nipa bebre te say me say ye wo nipa bebre te say me a e wo party ni mu a normal na me describe we no enko so ato betwa
because who can net watcher
who can nipa no be hu say say do na tia no krade a me ye o mo mfo aso but pani ne ye no na o mo atwa hia ne ho no entumi nka na o mo suro na ne a obeka bia ya je ne ho ne ye encourage no that is the problem
mo ko de cha mo
nyina what is story no a ohene bi ne mpanimfo ati ne ho suro ni nti ontumi nka kosi se omeye pamatare a ahomanim ntomanim ehye no na obia hia na na watare de fami wa no naked kosi se osi mountain so na akoda kitikiti hu no se hwe mo yo no kono satade o the king is naked no de si mountain so ansa na akoda kitikiti e ka kire ne se ohene no on satade akoda ne se be ono enim akoda spirit awobim ti ye nipa e wo party ni mu a se bibi kochewa ombetumi aka kire mpanifo wodam se ne ya yaduri de ye yatra de etro ti ye hwe ni yi ansa ne ababesi amonte se no bi no mo ka se opaya ansa ya arrogant dia meaning because from 2009 to 2013 I was a minority chief whip of the party na me mfie nkwa anim to say the akoni na me abrantie kra
but you were able to manage them
nipa na wo me caucus ni mu na me manage omo no ebi ni honorable Hackman Osu Ajiman
yes
ebi ni Papa Osu Ankuma ebi ni Professor Amio Kumfi Professor Fobi Professor Chambafo Professor Amwaku na owo Buakwa North Dr. Richard Anane Panifo Akukudam, Rabuchi Mensa Bonzu, Honorable Kennedy Japan. These were the people and I'm managing at a point. Honorable Peter Appiah Kubi can say, Yakoji bribe. Ananya no cray. Caucus this year, Vodafone deal. No, yes. I was deputy minister. I mean, Nimpefezo be a bribe. Caucus this year, it decided, say, and somewhere Papaya can get to see a Kenaso or Caucus no. Men am a whip. When I mean still discipline. Today I said there's a punish no. Me calling chain. My friend uncle. All I'm in punish you. The bend there. You know, like a joke. Me just say some penny way. Ofro obi or kasafide so. Na obi sa no me subaya. Oba catch say dear opare ansa sa abrani ehu no na oyaniamo ho ana oy arrogant ana omuade menya sure say obenya omumu bakombo in fact my colleagues our parliament samre no ani omo e ho nne so what is omo tai machia na ye precisely because of that obia ka kire wo say me ne ono abuchi mensa bozu e wo problem a oboa enya no corridor me ne ono abu unya na e wo kasafidie bi so a bisa no na ti ono so anum asem. Okay. I was his chief whip. So at the time or no leader, minority leader. But I'm the chief whip. We had excellent working relationships. But as always, say Bibi and oya na me feel say touch you wa. My catch no dem. Say leader, I deal with them before say this year. And he also on me free hand to work. Whip my responsibility. And he say me den crofo be two committees so. I remember Brame year committee distribution we me command no make sure only one correctional or one correction me na me year honorable Kandapa chairman of public accounts committee me committee selection na culture no point out to me say finance committee am I no although a finance a honor a lot of the laws because of tax laws and all that at say me infuse lawyers kakra ewo ho enti sabre no onunyamfo Kofi Ghana eni onunyamfo Kofi Frimpong nanka omo ye members ewo ho ena me frɛ omo na me dada omo kakra ena me ka kire omo ze Kofi do you prefer say obey member of finance committee and I say over ranking member of trade committee and WADA committee, which is a very difficult choice. Obi as okay, there, my ranking member. I was able to take somebody off. Now me de propose unkuma and honorable Atacha, Ebeshe finance committee, who were two solid lawyers. Apart from no, honorable Chairman Sabozu, I'm pupuniti wo jumedia media in terms of my committee placements. Okay,
we would have to do a part 2 of this because Komoni are very interested. Me Brendan Swaso, Mami Mao, just 1 minute. Na grassroots for 8, you know, just talk to them. Na yen fancy. Na the next time, no, ya arrange na wa baby.
Me that's it. Kakra me di and they say. Mother was being for raising these things. I am not yeah. Things you who may be free, but what do you about to as a few years? What business as a media? I hope say Obi biara what party na for party na say I will tell you someone make a wahano. So what it is as who be there and what I say. But the assurance I can give them they say me to make council home constituency boom for 60 years. Ampo me free ho as MP ma ko just antibeye ye sign tie na chi ma ya ba ne kra sign ko nanim more if you say man ko twetwe mu ahoma bia so what I say sa nimdia no sa osuahunu no sa honhom ne bi da mpesa me de be hye MPP nyina mu ewo national level no ema yetumi ka obi biara bom if you say abato na esi ani so ene mantra ya fato ye ho so breaking the 8 no impossible with a divided base. Okay. He has a beka party base no ankasa abom. Anu nti na mitu anamoa mitu nti masa so bia betai machi.
Bravo, me that say nyame Israel pa. Now we will do this again and you be profiling the be na yene no edin komo no ebrebe mu na wonya kwanya na yato so. Ya me fonsi ya me bre no aso. Se Joe Laka ene ne sports team no esomo ewo Kumase na womo the midfield action no e de atoa so. Yene e won cry. Ye de kanewu no e de beto house. Minia entry boss ya kon e de kanewu no e de brewa no pe. Me de Kwame Appiah Kubi. Dodona from Mr. Speaker. On behalf of my production team no free juada ebesi ene fiada. Me that say wa make Kessben #1. Only entena for the rest of our programs. Adom dom yenia ejuada yebesa enemo ababiem. Good morning. Makramo nyina.